Alrighty, welcome. It is BearCave time, baby. I actually got my link out right when I started the stream this time because I'm smart like that. And we have a good one. Let me know if you can hear me. If you can hear me, let me know so we can get started. Make sure you guys, last chance to get your BearCave in before we kind of have a wild one today. I can't wait for game day, but it's about an hour and a half away. Let me know if you can hear me. I don't see anything yet. Let me know. AO Dogwater, let me know. You know the drill. Can you hear me? Somebody please. I don't know if you can hear me or not. I just want to make sure. Welcome. So while I'm waiting for somebody to tell me if they can hear me, I'm going to sim my game. If I win this and next week and ODU loses and Western Kentucky loses, I make the conference championship. So come on, baby. And I need a Keaton Mitchell touchdown. Okay, only a 10 point win. Not the best, but hey, win's a win. Heisenberg, dude, if Heisenberg screws me. Oh, thank God Keaton Mitchell scored at the end. Oh my God. Heisenberg, you bitch. You almost just derailed my season on Tutty Tally. Let's go. We extend it to 6, boys. Ruben Randall got a touchdown. Alrighty, so first game for BearCave. Thanks, Mike, for letting me know. We got a surprising Army team who the committee actually decided to rank. So the last 2 weeks of BearCave is more so going to focus on like division battles and teams who have a chance to play in the postseason rather than like the user matchups. So that's why we have a few G5s on here this week. And in my opinion, it's probably a little bit harder to predict as well, since we don't know much about either of these teams. But the second best rushing team in the nation, only behind Ohio State. We got Army, and we got Temple here. No users. This is CPU versus CPU. Both have great seasons, honestly. So, Temple, this is really the battle for the division. Temple beat Penn State earlier. They were ranked for a while. They lost out. Army just got ranked this week, so let's see. I like those uniforms for Temple. Pinhead, if you're here, this is what you're in store for. All right. Sim. Next quarter. Who is that team? Hopefully, I will be facing this team in the conference championship. I just need a lot to happen. All right, long drive. Wow, nothing there for Army. So Temple kind of taking it to Army here to start. Few long drives, but Army just can't score. Oh, they finally got 3. All right, we got a fourth quarter here. Kind of a tough outing for Army for sure. Can they make this a game? Does not look like it. Got abysmal offense here for Army. No touchdowns on the day. No, we're going to make a better bowl than the Gator Bowl. We're going to make a user bowl. So like Duke's, Mayo, like you guys don't know, but the hierarchy for user or for bowl games is a lot different in the SFA than real life. So Citrus Bowl is number 1, and then we have a bunch of user bowls predetermined based on how many teams we got. all users will only face users unless we have an odd number of teams. So Temple kind of dicks them down. And if you're Army and your best player is your quarterback, probably not the best. So a nice little... and that should give Temple the division. Alright, so first game in the books. No fireworks or anything crazy yet. I mean, yeah, playoffs. Then we got Texas A&M and Oklahoma. Who is going to be the team to most likely face Georgia and have a chance to keep the SEC completely out of the playoff? So the winner of this game is pretty huge. Obviously, things can happen in the last week, but they're definitely preferred to have their quarterback be the primary rank. Well, yeah. So Oklahoma had the Spencer Rattler injury. Texas A&M kind of out of left field. They're like Arizona State, terrible in the non-conference, but great in the SEC. Who would have thought? And we got rain here in the south. I guess Oklahoma's not really the south, but... So winner here most likely plays in the SEC championship. This is going to break Alabama's 3-season-long SEC championship streak. And Oklahoma, who has the most wins in SFA history, has been gatekept by Alabama since they joined the SEC in Season 6. So, next quarter, let's see what we got going here. A barn burner here in the rain. Oklahoma opens the scoring. They have Caleb Williams here, and they have Kenny Stills, an SFA player. And they're going to... Damn, can Texas A&M put up a fight? Ugh. Wow, they couldn't even score there, so... Down 2 possessions at the half. Defense coming through, though. Nope. Damn. Alright, finally Texas A&M putting up a fight here. Alright, is Oklahoma going to blow a lead? Alrighty. We're getting close to that time. They're driving. Oh shit, they're driving. Are they going to score? They do. Alright, so... Alrighty, we're going to watch here. Oh, thank God I didn't press that. Alright. Oklahoma needs a few first downs to win it. Let's jump in. First time of the day. Oh shit, huge run up the middle for Oklahoma on the first play, and they're going to score! Oh, abysmal defense. Wow, longest run we've seen all season here. God damn, that hole was wider than Dogwater's mother. Whoo-wee. That was quite 75 yards on the first play of BearCave. I gotta say, we gotta give that a gritty. That gets the Nick Gritty out here. Let's go. So, that's not a real score. We'll see that on BearCave a little later. My God, dude, what a opener. In the rain, obviously California lost to the mighty Cody Green. And Missouri breaking the 3-season-long 6-6. So, we're going to win the American eventually. I think next year with Bo Wallace, he's a beast. Now, was that a strategy? Because that seemed like Texas A&M just completely just gave up there. So, is there strategy to get the ball back and score and go for 2? Last 3 drives have been touchdowns, so this offense is hot. We haven't seen anything about Texas A&M all season, so I know that they're led by Mr. Calzada, except I think he got injured, so we will see. This is pretty much for the division crown. Obviously, Oklahoma and Oklahoma State are the only teams who play in Week 15 for some reason, so that's why Oklahoma only has played 9 games here. And so Oklahoma and Oklahoma State will play 2 games next week, as I sim both before we get to conference championships. And he's sacked here, so Eli Stowers gets the sack. Or no, that was the quarterback. So time's running, not really looking the best. All right, they're going to dump it off. Almost picked. My God. So Texas A&M just completely chonding it here. Give up a 75-yard run. Man alive. So play of the game here. 4th down, and they're handing it off on 4th and 12. Oh, no. Utter incompetence from Jimbo Fisher. All right, they still have all 3 of their timeouts, though, so something could happen here, especially in the rain. Caleb Williams keeps it, the daddy of USC. We got to watch the rest of it just to make sure the game doesn't choke for Oklahoma. So is Oklahoma going to be a 5-loss team in the SEC championship? They run it again right down their throats. Jerome Jones having the game of his life. Fire Jimbo, dun 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 dun, dun. Fire Jimbo. Caleb. Oh, and they're throwing on 3rd down, but they get it. So Matt White, 2nd reception of the game, and that should end the game. Let's make sure that they actually do get the win, though. They got to run one more play here. And they are still not going in victory formation. They want to run it. And they're going to score again. Jerome Jones have a game, and watch out if you have to play this team on BearCave or something. Oklahoma's better than the record, probably. All right, so now we can just sim ahead. Sim to the next possession. Next possession. So 1 second left, sim the play, and that's the game. A 75-yard touchdown run. What a way for me to debut the Nick Gritty. Also, Dogwater, you need to watch out because SMU lost again. Now they have 4 losses. They don't really seem like that great of a win for you guys. So it might all come down to beating Tulane. So it's going to be weird to see that SEC championship. We very well could have a season where the SEC is not in the playoff. I cannot wait. I would be so happy if there was an SEC. Great teams beat Tulane. You know, if Tulane beats Memphis and gets the auto bid, the only logical next step is to put Georgia Tech in the playoff, right? All right, let me get these players of the game. Jerome Jones went off. I don't know if you guys saw Terry Schooler, 19 tackles, 12 for a loss, and 4.5 sacks in a sim for Cincinnati. Absolutely incredible. I've never seen that before. All right, so next, really the only team, the only remaining G5 team putting any pressure on the Conference USA. So USF. FAU loves to beat Power 5 teams, especially ones in Florida. So let's see if they do it to USF as well. No, I mean, if you don't win your conference, there's very, very little chance you get into the playoff. You're locked if you win, but if you finish as a one-loss, you're going to suffer the same fate Cincinnati had in Season 7 where they got left out because they didn't win their conference. Yeah, you're locked for the CCG, so next week technically doesn't matter for you. It all comes down to the championship game. You just hope that Tulane stays one loss. Alright, so more rain here in the south. Will FIU beat another ranked Florida team? God, I don't want these South Florida Bulls in the playoff, dude. These jerseys are ass. The next quarter, they have the best wide receiver in the nation, Yusef Terry, who goes off for like 300 yards a game, it seems. But Florida Atlantic, they are no joke, and they go up 2 scores. Oh my God, 21-0. What are we seeing today in BearCave? Yes, sir, B-Dog. What a win. You almost choked it, but came through. But Florida Atlantic laying the dick into USF. My God. Oh, no. So they need a quick... And they don't score. Oh, my God. FAU. And that's going to be game. FAU just dicked down pretty much every team in Florida. What are we watching? So USF's playoff chances that were slim are gone now. Completely 100% gone. Wild. So it's down to Tulane and Memphis. And you gotta think if like, because CCGs, 9 of them are on BearCave. The other one is Game Day. You got to think Memphis is going to be the site for Game Day if they both remain at 1 loss. All right. UTSA is going to be easy for you. All right, so honestly, a few surprises here. I would have gone Army, Texas A&M, and USF. So. And now we got Tennessee. Can Nick? He has Cordale back. Or Cardale. It's a tie game. Is Notre Dame going to get back into the playoff hunt? Pretty much guaranteeing next week's game is... he's going to guarantee next game is game day for Notre Dame Stanford, which is pretty much a playoff game. Or is Cardale Jones going to do it again? He has his offense back. He has Cardale in. Nick, if you're here. And we got snow in Notre Dame here in South Bend. Oh, boy. Nick, if you're here, let me know, heads or tails, since you are the away team. Kick or receive. I don't know if he's here, though. I'm hoping this is a big game here. Or is this just going to prove how dog shit Tennessee was all along? I mean, Notre Dame dropped from 5 to 14 after getting stomped by Syracuse on this field, so. Okay, I don't see anything from Nick, so we'll go heads and... Oh, tails kick, okay. Here we go, we're in the snow, baby. And in honor of Cardale's return, we got Aflac sponsoring here with the pull a hamstring ad for Lou Ishar, who Nick hates at this point. Alright, he wants tails. And he wants to kick. Alrighty, here we go, Nick. We gotta get a pregame gritty to hype the boys up. Hey. Alright. The boys are hyped. They're ready to win. First quarter. Tennessee's on the board first. The gritty worked. Oh, man, they're up 14-0. What is going on today? Dude, the away team is, like, killing people. 21-7. And, oh, man, they went backwards there. So Notre Dame gets a touchdown before half, so it's not as bad as it seemed. Third quarter here. They tie it up. Tennessee's offense has looked stagnant. There's a big touchdown as we're in the fourth quarter. Notre Dame is driving. And they tie it up. This seems like it's going to be one of those games. And Notre Dame takes the lead. All right, we guys got to go play-by-play here. 15 yards. 10-yard penalty. A first down. 5-yard penalty on the defense. And a huge throw. We got to watch it. Cardale at quarterback. Damn, I get roasted by this rando person. All right, we got Cardale Jones. Second and goal, and he fails to throw the ball, but there's a flag. What's the flag going to be?
Personal foul.
Clipping on Tennessee. Oh no, Nick is choking.
Still second down.
Oh, welcome in, Danielle. If you want to join our server, I don't know if you're like a bot or something, but chill. All right, second and goal from like the 25, it looks like. Cardale takes off. He has some room and he slides. Why are you sliding? You could have broken that. All right, so third and goal. Not quite sure what yard line we are on here. Looks like we're on the 15. Third and goal. You got 2 possessions here, Nick. He floats it to the end zone. That's picked. Cardale Jones starts his Tennessee career with a chant and ends it with a chant. They still have the 3 timeouts, though. Cardale, that was the worst. All right, you still have timeouts, so Notre Dame keeping their playoff hopes alive here. Chris Tyree up the middle, and that's going to probably do it. It might be close. You might get the ball back with like 20 seconds left. But we know this defense cannot stop anything. Tyree up the sideline. Oh! Man, if that would have gotten the fumble animation, I would have been so hyped.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down. 24's the mic.
Second and 12. Chris Tyree, and wow. What is the defender doing? And that's going to be game. Tennessee drops to 6-5. And you got to think the snow impacted Cardale there. That was rough. I'm not sure why he was backpedaling there, but that does not get the Nick Gritty. Tough loss there for Nick. But he is still bowl eligible, so he will face a user in a bowl game. That's nice. Will Notre Dame chant this somehow? No, they will not. So Tennessee drops 6-5. Notre Dame proving they're like somewhat not fraudulent. I don't know. This is still a very weird team. Looked like another blowout, but Chris Tyree kind of put the team on his back here. Holy shit, 250 total yards. Man, I was hoping they'd show the interception again. Yep, there we go. Cardale Jones, first game back, throws a complete duck. Maybe it was the back spasms. That does not deserve a Nick Gritty, unfortunately. Gritting his way into the Duke's Mayo Bowl. Yeah, if he came back too soon, yeah. Tennessee has a quarterback problem. Like the saying goes, if you have multiple quarterbacks, you have none. Shut the fuck up, haha. Held a message for a reason. I'll allow that. Absolutely. Nick, I don't know if you've seen it, but I got the Nick Gritty loaded up, so anytime there's a big play, I can hit it. Alrighty. So who's up next? Alright, we got UTEP in New Mexico. So, reason I put this one on here is UTEP surprisingly has the most conference Mountain West Conference Championship appearances, but they're 0-3. And New Mexico, who has Ryan Leaf, is the head of the division. So, this is a push game. No idea who's going to win. All we can hope for is it's going to be sicko quality. New Mexico with some fire uniforms. Ryan Leaf, and this team also has Jackson Smith Ninjigba, JSN. He's not nearly as good in real life, but not nearly as good in here as he is in real life. And we got New Mexico, who is going to kick. Alrighty. Next quarter, I expect New Mexico to dominate, which means UTEP's going to win somehow. And New Mexico's choking here. UTEP, no. Oh my god, UTEP, they want to get to another conference championship so they can lose it again. Okay, New Mexico. Okay, New Mexico. 21 unanswered. Go off. Go off. Ryan Leaf dropping bombs. They don't add a touchdown, so they're still only up by 6. And they somehow choke again. I do not know what's going on here, but we're just gonna... Alright, so they're moving it here. 1st and 10, here we go. Can UTEP somehow get a dub here? Kind of knock New Mexico out of the division race. And you can just tell the speed difference here is ridiculous. Like, we had Cardale who's running at like 90 speed versus these guys who are running at like 75 speed. Come on, UTEP. He's taken off. He somehow finds room and he gets the first down. Gavin Hardison. I love how they put the helmet stickers. All right. Over the middle. That was a risky throw. Gavin is bricked up. Also, on the defense, watch out for Ephesians Prysock, a starting cornerback. I know everybody loves that name. It's like the one that they go to, even though it's a real player's name in real life. And they're going to stop him there, stuff him, Deion Hankins, for nothing. going to see something gritty worthy? Oh, wide open. No, he's going to take off, and he's getting sacked, Gavin. So 4th and 11, they're going to have to go for it. Looks to be a 4 verticals type of formation here, but it's probably going to be a slip screen. No, it's going to be a handoff. Oh my god, it happened again. 2 times in one BearCave. The dreaded 4th and 11 halfback draw to choke away the division. Oh no. And Ryan Leaf is just going to be able to run a few plays here. And New Mexico is going to probably see themselves in a Mountain West Championship against UNLV. So New Mexico against UNLV is the most likely, unless UNLV loses to San Jose State next week. And Ryan Leaf, in his freshman year, he gets no media attention because he's not on the Power 5, but he might be a better quarterback than Jared Lorenzen and Kiko. One more play. Come on. Oh no, they're going to run an actual play. Are we going to see a pick 6? He hands it off, and 4th down, no timeouts left, body wooden. The clock is going to run out here. And New Mexico wins. They go to 6 and 5, become bowl eligible. Unfortunately, the Miners just could not get it done. So we will have a new representative for this division. They won the division last year, went 7 and 7, but just not good enough. Bobby Wooden. You'll love to see it. Go UTEP. Honestly, dude, these teams who do the halfback draw just... Alright, imagine you're New Mexico, right? UTEP goes a halfback draw, you see it happen, you're like, god damn it, these guys suck, and then they get it. I would be raging if a CPU did that to me in a dynasty. Alright. Let me get these players of the game. Dallas Burke. No SFA players, that's alright. Alrighty. So now we're on to the good side of the games. We got Clemson at Boston College in an ACC race where nobody really knows what's happening. They must have seen something upstairs. Yeah, they must have liked the package or something. So I believe Clemson is going to probably clinch the division with a win. I don't think that's true. I think it's I think Syracuse might still be threatening. But this is going to be a big game here. Boston College probably still has a path, and they kind of own Clemson. But we'll see. Can Jimmy Garoppolo get it done here? As we got snow in Boston. Oh, boy. You love to see the snow, baby. Can Clemson travel? Bashad Breeland, the reigning Bednarak winner, has been very quiet this year. So are we going to see something from him? Number 6 versus Boston College. Clemson starts out early. They want to get revenge from BC kind of ruining their season last year, keeping them out of the playoff. Clemson scores. We got a barn burner here in BC. They had I believe that was a safety. And, oh man, a defensive score or something there. And, alright, they're coming back. I'm liking Clemson's offense. Their defense, not so happy with. But they take the lead. They do get the 2-point conversion. So, but Boston College comes back. Oh, man. Alright, so we're just going to go play-by-play here. See if they can. And they're driving. There you go, Clemson. And they score. And they do not get the 2-point conversion. They tried to run it. So we're going to hop in here. Boston College, down 5. You got SFA players up the ass. Jimmy Garoppolo at QB. You got outside. You have Matt Andrews is not. God, I forget all the players at this point, but we have David Tyree. That's right, the true freshman, the BearCave reward. BC wants the DJ Ooga Booga pack. Yeah, Clemson, top-ranked 2-loss team. Oh, free rusher, and he gets it off. Oh, man. And that's an SFA player. I always forget his name. Xavier Grimble. He's popping off today. His speed is ridiculous. But his hands are just blocks. But in the rain, I guess it's or the snow, I guess, working. The toss to Garwo. Nothing. Is Jimmy G going to clutch up, or is he going to choke like he always does? He no longer has his lover Mills to bog him down or bench him, so are we going to let Jimmy G cook? He gets it off, and he gets the throw to David Tyree, the true freshman. He's popping off. And they're moving the ball, but they need a touchdown. They have all the time in the world here. Jimmy G's cooking again. Free rusher. God, this offense is not. He gets to Matt Andrews. All hail Matt Andrews. So pretty much every play, Clemson's gotten like a free rusher. So Jimmy G's getting the ball off quick. Man in motion. That's Xavier Grimble. Like 97 speed tight end. He throws it out. That's going to be, oh my God, Lewis Bond just got murdered. Watch for the play action pass. Clemson knows it's coming. Are they going to get a sack here? 3rd and 1. How is this a play action pass? Oh, I see. And he throws it away. So now 4th and 1. Jimmy G completely chokes that one. That's the Jimmy G we love. 2 tight ends. What's going to happen here? 4th and 1. They're 3 for 3 on the day. Looks like they're going to run it with Garwo. The counter to that left side looks good. They go counter to the right, and he gets stood up. Pat Garwo, known for being a power back, gets absolutely stood up by a corner, and that's going to be a turnover. Clemson. My God, Clemson coming through. Now 1 first down will end it, and Clemson will be 9-2. They get revenge from last year. And, uh-oh. Chichi Araguzzo on the tackle. SFA player. Can Clemson clinch it here? A road win in the snow, and they do. And that's going to be Kobe Pace. As in his senior year, DJ Ooga Booga is looking to get to the playoff. They were in the national championship 2 years ago. They were fleeced out of a spot last season. There's the true freshman making the tackle. Takeo Spikes, a 5-star. Looks like they're going to maybe they can get the ball back. Very unlikely, though. And DJ up the middle. He wraps up. All right, so it looks to be over, I think. Yeah, it's over. So are they just going to sit on it? No. Is Clemson going to chawn this? They hand it off this time. Now they can just sit on the ball and get out of here with a win. Clemson avoids disaster. Please don't snap this. If you snap this, you're so stupid. Oh. Thank you. All right, game over. Clemson survives. Now, I'm not sure if Clemson may just clinch the division. I don't remember. Did they beat Syracuse? Because if they beat Syracuse, then they're going to win that division. Because they're done with conference play. They lost to Syracuse?
Thank you for attending today's ball game. Please drive home safely.
I don't know, we got to look at all the scenarios this week. Big win, though. Boston College, always a tough team. Now we get to go to the basically perennial BearCave team. We get to watch Iowa State. It's just they're always in good games. I just can't not pick them. Iowa State's always in a big game. Alright, so Clemson, player of the week. Jimmy G chokes. That third down throwaway is going to haunt him. Alright, so we got Iowa State and Colorado. I pretty much picked this game because, you know, Colorado has a legit chance here to do something, and we should know kind of what this team's about. This is a very even matchup. Ron, heads or tails, kick or receive. We're at Folsom Field, the best stadium in the country, hands down. Are we going to get to see some Ralphie? I love watching Ralphie run in person. Number 6 rush offense. Tails and kick. So I don't know if this game matters for the division. I think Arkansas might already have it wrapped up. But can Kiko do something here? So you said tails, so tails and kick. Yeah, the defense is risky with Iowa State as Colorado only adds 3. All right, a good start. Oh, geez. Come on, Kiko, you got to keep up. So first quarter, not really the best. Not really the best. Iowa State, they respond. Okay. See, Iowa State can score in a hurry, but they give up points in a hurry. So, all right, we got a barn burner here. You don't want to lose to Shrout. Third quarter, Iowa State's going to take the lead. Colorado? No. Okay, fourth quarter, Iowa State's driving. Can Colorado get the stop? They do. Now, Colorado, man, they've been shut down in the second half. But a fumble, and they do nothing with the fumble. And there you go. Iowa State is going to pretty much clinch it, and an interception. So typical Colorado Buffalo football here. But wait. Oh, boy, here we go. Oh, one timeout left. This is pretty much over. We just got to watch the kneels. Iowa State's going to win. I got to watch the kneels, though. It's one possession just to make sure you guys don't choke it. A great win for Iowa State to get them to bowl eligibility. The bowl season just wouldn't feel right without Kiko along, or Kiko Strong. Dude, I would hate to face fucking Iowa State. Like, I know my offense would just destroy your team, but, dude, I'd cry watching them put up 50 on me. Big win here for Iowa State, who kind of choked down the stretch, but they're going to hand it off to Jarrell Brock. Don't fumble. Don't fumble. Okay. Thank you. There it is, boys. Typical Colorado, just completely choking it. Alright, let's check stats just so we can see. Decent day. You'd like a better percentage, honestly, but can't. 40 carries for Jarrell Brock. You love to see it. You know, that's how you know the game was rigged. Missouri was planning on losing to Iowa State, and when they didn't, then they didn't know what to do, so they just went 7-5. So Colorado once again kind of chokes in a decent year, but they do have Cale McCarr being a redshirt freshman on their bench at running back, so watch out for him next year. It's Cale McCarr. If you don't know who Cale McCarr is, that is Colorado Avalanche player. He's an SFA player on their team. Alright, now we got the big ones. Oregon at Washington. This could just completely just turn the Pac-12 dominance on its fucking head if they lose this game. So now I'm pretty sure that they've clinched the division at this point, so this game really doesn't matter for playoff, but for seeding wise, this apparently, you know, the committee just loves Washington here, so their defense is one of the best in the country. Offense, not so much. And we got snow here in the Pacific Northwest. Oh my god, it's snow everywhere here late in the season. You gotta say this, give the edge to Washington, who's been dominant in all phases. Fuck you, Dogwater. After Washington choked against Boise State, like, I totally thought they were gonna win the Pac-12 all season long. But they've come back. But so Washington early. Oh man, they're up 14. Oregon does not respond. There you go. So the committee just downright hates Oregon because they played a FCS to overtime, and dude, they're down fucking 42-7. So and that's at halftime. Can they make a comeback? Oh man, dude, this Washington team is fucking good. Holy shit. Oh my god. Are they gonna choke? No. 56-23. God damn, they just dicked them down. We gotta look at the stats here. Heward, 5 touchdowns, just fucking went off. You got Newton, went for 100. SFA player, Michael Dower, only 8. Receiving, just great numbers all around. And defensively, Chris Davis, he only had 2 tackles. Okay. And Ray Armstrong, the beast, he had to tackle himself. You guys don't know, that is the worst player in SFA history, going back to sim matchup. Over the course of a season, he had like a negative 50 points. So kind of a pedestrian BearCave today. A few decent games, but nothing crazy has happened other than Oklahoma. But even that wasn't necessarily that crazy. I thought we'd get to see the nitty-gritty a little bit more. But you know what? Not a ton of chaos so far. Maybe this is setting us up for a crazy conference championship week. So the final game of BearCave today is going to be Maryland, who has a very good shot now to maybe make the playoff here. So Jay Jettas, if you're here, let me know. Heads or tails, kick or receive. Yeah, it wasn't an exciting way. It was just like, okay, Cardale did it again. Yeah, no, well, the 75-yard run was the best, but I mean, this game day is going to be hype, and we got more snow. Does this mean we're getting snow in Baylor, Kansas State? It's at Baylor, though, so I don't know if there's going to be snow in Texas, but can Minnesota, they've kind of had their hearts derailed Oh wow, I didn't know they touched a turtle. That's pretty cool. Can Penny Boone continue his dominance? So no Jay Jettas here, so we're just going to do heads and kick. Can they knock off a rival here? Next quarter, Maryland starts off easy. Minnesota responds. All right. Pretty good first quarter there. Yeah, no, oh my God, Maryland. Have yourself a first half. 35 points, so this is not... Oh, Philip Dorsett is back for Maryland, so their best running back is back. They add 3. So after a wild first half, only 6 points scored in the third quarter. Still up 2 possessions. Minnesota's coming back. Here we go. Maryland gonna choke. Yes, they do. And they're gonna tie it up. And what? A touchdown. What just happened? Penny Boone! Penny Boone is a fucking monster. This dude, he gets benched because Philip Dorsett comes back and he fucking returns one all the way. Remember against Ohio State, he was 1 tackle away from breaking it. 99 yards, what a complete beast. I was like, alright, I'm going to start simming play-by-play to see if anything big happens. Alright, we got 4th and 1 for Minnesota. Here we go. Jay Jetta's fallen victim to Penny Boone. God, I love Penny Boone. I might yoink him in the portal. Except you can't. He's not an SFA player. I hope he transfers. Trayvon Boykin. Trey Potts in the backfield. Kim Meadow out wide. They're running clock here. They're going to throw it. Dump it off. No, Trayvon Boykin decides to run. He has it and a lot more. And he slides down. Oh man, Minnesota, can they get back into this after a complete chond on special teams? They're hurrying it up now. Kim Meadow, bottom of your screen. Trayvon Boykin, he takes off again, and this time he gets stacked up. You remember Maryland has an all SFA defensive line, but that's the backup, Anthony Booker. Watch out for John Bostic in the middle. He dumps off Trey Potts, who has some room. He runs over John Bostic. You do not see that often from the 6-year senior. 8 receptions for Trey Potts. Damn. 5 TDs, 2 interceptions for Boykin. He's dumping it off again. This is Brockington. And it's going to be 4th and 5 now. They still have all their timeouts, so it's not end game, but... And Brockington breaks the school record for receptions. Love to see it. 89 in a season. Nicely done. Technically a 6-year senior because John Bostic had a year in the transfer portal, or like, you know, the transfer red shirt. So it's technically a 6-year in the game as an SFA player. And he's sacked on 4th down. Trayvon Boykin just did not see him. Oh, man. So now 1 first down wins the game for Maryland as they can get to 9 victories. Hand it off here. Philip Dorsett, he's back. SFA player. He runs over a man. Now he goes out of bounds, though, so it's not quite over yet. But I think if Maryland had Philip Dorsett, I mean, I know how good Penny Boone was, but having those two might have made the Ohio State game a little bit different. I hand it off to Philip Dorsett again. His speed is just insane. And Minnesota just cannot stop him. So if they get 1 yard away from 9 wins. They hand it off to counter right up the middle. And Philip Dorsett, easy money. And Jay Jettas will fall to 7 and 5 on the season. He's guaranteed a user bowl game, but definitely a disappointing year after going to the Big 12 or the Big 10 championship last year. So kind of an L for Jay Jettas, but you know what? You can never be mad at a bowl game in the SFA. it's tough to get there. And you get a fun user game, so. Hands it off. And besides, this kid, he gets to look forward to Calvin Johnson and Devin Hester next year in his receiving core. Tell you, dude, I do. If you're in the Big Ten, you gotta start recruiting defense. And Maryland stays at 2 losses, so Boykin pretty much all of their offense. Holy shit! Talk about running a like 85% pass air raid. Philip Dorsett in his first game back, almost 300 yards, 3 TDs. Before the injury was pretty much a lock for Team of the Year. And the winning score is that Penny Boone return. I was thinking about watching it. What a dub for Penny Boone. Hopefully he gets player of the game. Except no, it was Philip Dorsett. Never mind. So a very quick BearCave here. Not a ton of drama. Because that's what he was an athlete when he was recruited, and Maryland chose to put him at running back. And that's what he played in college, I'm pretty sure, as well. Because he was an athlete, I gave the option. Yeah, but when same with like a lot of guys, like Marquise Lee, I gave the option at running back as well, and he chose wide receiver in Toledo, so. Alright, so let's just make sure all games are done before I preview next week. Kansas State, Baylor, obviously. Alright, all games are done. Week 14, final week. Oh man, this is a game. Guaranteed BearCave for sure. Georgia is guaranteed to be in the SEC championship. The SEC will have a chance at an auto bid, regardless of this outcome. But this is a big chance for Georgia Tech. Tennessee, Kentucky, Iowa State, West Virginia. San Diego State has to win this game. Big game for me. Huge game for Tulane. Ooh, this is a fun one. Now, this has no impact on like the Pac-12 championship, but Arizona can destroy Arizona State's chances at a playoff once again if he loses this game. Then he'll lose the automatic bid. We got the Egg Bowl. That's going to be fun. Iowa could get bowl eligible. McNasty needs UNLV to lose to San Jose State. This one, not really anything. Oh my god, 0-11 Oregon State. This game, fuck Illinois, man. Why'd they lose today? This is going to be a BearCave game for sure. Ohio State versus Michigan. Nothing crazy on the line. It's just for bragging rights, and maybe Michigan has a chance at a at-large spot if there's chaos. Maybe. This game has no implications, really. Army at Cincinnati. Cincinnati could be bowl eligible. Chad Barber. This is going to be a big game. Oh, so, I mean, I'm not sure how all the tiebreakers work. We're going to have to figure it out. But this game could be for a spot in the Big 12 or the Big 10, the ACC championship. So that'll be a big one. That will be BearCave for sure. Not too sure about game day. This is the battle of bowl eligibility. So these are both users fighting for eligibility. SMU fell the fuck off. Like 4 straight losses. Battle of bowl eligibility here. That is a big one. Can Florida get bowl eligible against Florida State? Another awesome game. 2 teams who aren't really fighting for anything. I need ODU to lose to App State. So I think New Mexico might have clinched their division. I'm not sure. This is not really a big game for Memphis. I also need Western Kentucky to lose to Charlotte, which probably will not happen. So if Kansas State wins today, I don't see any way Kansas somehow beats them. So yes, Flame, let's go. So we're about to start your game. This one, I don't know, does Clemson? Okay, can we see their schedule? So okay. So this is actually huge. So Clemson beat North Carolina State, and they beat Syracuse. So Clemson is guaranteed a spot in the ACC championship because they hold the tiebreaker over the only other two-loss teams. So that's a lock for them. And this is going to be game day because two teams that are locked out of getting an auto bid, obviously Notre Dame not in a conference, and Stanford getting locked out by Arizona State, their only loss. This is a playoff game because whichever team finishes 11-1 with a win over probably a top 10 team is going to most likely be in the playoff. So this is going to be this is going to be a fun one. Or Pittsburgh and Miami. Florida Atlantic. Cal, Chonding. Can Western Michigan get a win? Lots of great games next week. Week 15, this is the only game. This will be simmed as well. So this could be a battle for bowl eligibility. But yeah, I'll sim this after I sim all the other games, obviously. So after game day. And before we do our talk. So, alrighty, I am going to end the stream here. Game day will probably be in about 15-20 minutes. I'm going to eat my Chipotle and go to the bathroom or whatever, and we will be right back. So thanks guys for watching.